morning students, and welcome back to another video for the exercise of the laws of motion chapter. And over here we have a theoretical question after so many numericals. The question states that according to the third law of motion, when we push an object, the object pushes us back. So the law of motion states that action and reaction are equal and opposite, okay, and it happens on two different objects, okay. If the object is the massive truck, so let's imagine that the object is a truck, okay, and it is parked. So when we apply the force, the truck is obviously not going to move, okay. So the student states that the equal and opposite forces in this case are getting cancelled out. So justify your answer and explain the logic, okay. Why does the truck does not move? So if you know that action and reaction takes place on two different objects, over here a person is applying the force, but the truck does not have any change in momentum. So the force is applied, but the action force which is supposed to happen on the truck does not happen. So the truck does not move. It is because of the static friction that is stopping the truck to move. So these are not action and reaction. The force is cancelling each other out, that is correct by the student, but those are not the action and reaction. So this is the force applied by the person, it is not the action, because the truck is not moving, but the static friction is stopping the truck from moving. So in this case, person is applying the force on the truck and static friction is stopping the bus. So both the forces are happening on the bus or the truck, whatever the vehicle, okay. So in this case, the action and reaction are not happening. The force is applied on the truck and the static friction is also stopping the truck. Okay, so these are balanced forces and not equal and opposite forces as stated by the third law of motion. I hope it is clear to you, students. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, students, so after a theoretical question, we have a numerical, and it states that a hockey ball of 200 grams is traveling with 10 meters per second and it is struck by a hockey stick so as to return it to its original path. So what is happening is, suppose this is a hockey ball and it is traveling towards the player and the player hits it back so as to return it to its original path. So it is going on the same path from which it is coming towards the player. The velocity was 10 meters per second, and when it is returned back, its velocity is 5 meters per second. So they are saying that calculate the change in momentum. So we simply need to calculate the change in momentum, that is finding the final momentum and initial momentum and subtracting the final momentum by initial momentum. So in order to calculate the change in momentum, first we need to find the final and initial momentum. Let's say that this is P initial and the formula for momentum is mass into velocity. Because this is initial momentum, we are using initial velocity, okay. Mass is 200 grams, but in order to use it in a formula, we need to convert it into SI units, that is in kilograms. So first conversion of grams into kilograms, dividing it by 1000. Velocity is 10 meters per second. So these two zeros get cancelled and one of the zeros, so it becomes 2 kilogram meters per second. So this is your initial momentum, okay. Now finding the final momentum. So final momentum is mass into final velocity, okay. This is mass is once again 200 grams divided by 1000 and velocity is now 5 meters per second. So 5 meters per second. But the thing is, the 10 meters per second was in this direction and 5 meters is in opposite direction. So in order to describe the opposite direction, what do? Yes, we use a negative sign. So this 5 meters per second is minus 5 meters per second. Okay. So these two zeros get cancelled. 2 1 5 and 5 get cancelled. So it becomes 1. So the final answer is P final is minus 1 kilograms meter per second. This is the initial and final momentum. Now the question arises, calculate the change in momentum. So change in momentum is calculated by minus initial. So final is minus 1, initial is 2. So minus and minus, it becomes minus 3 kilograms meter per second. So your answer is change in momentum is minus 3 kilograms meter per second. I hope it is clear to you, students. Moving on to the next numerical. Okay, students. So the next question is, a bullet of mass 10 grams traveling horizontally with a speed of 150 meters per second strikes a wooden block. So bullet is moving and it is striking a wooden block and comes to a stop in 0.03 seconds. So it just stops in 0.03 seconds. Calculate the distance of penetration of the bullet inside the block. So how much distance will the bullet travel inside the block before coming to a stop? Because obviously it is moving really fast, so it will travel a little bit of distance inside the wooden block and then it comes to a stop. Okay. Also calculate the magnitude of force exerted on the wooden block and how much force will the wooden block experience. So first of all, you need to find the distance covered, and for that, once again, like I said, that the three formulas that we studied in the previous chapter, that is motion chapter, the three equations of motion. Okay, the three equations of motion. So the first one is V is equal to U plus AT. Second is S is equal to UT plus half AT square. And the third one is V square minus U square equals 2AS. Now as you can see, you have been given final velocity. Yes? Because the bullet is coming to a stop, it is said. That means first initial velocity was 150. So it was moving with 150 and then it is coming to a stop. So the initial velocity U is 150 meters per second and the final velocity V is 0. Okay? So the final velocity is 0 and the time has been given to you, that is 0.03 seconds. So substituting final velocity, initial velocity and time, you will get the value of acceleration. Okay, so substituting all the values, V as 0, okay, and U as 150. So before writing the question, let's write all the values over here so it is easy for you to understand. V is 0 meters per second because bullet is stopping. U is 150 meters per second. Time is 0.03 seconds. Substituting the values in the first equation, that is V is equal to U plus AT. V is 0, U is 150 plus acceleration into time, that is 0.03. Okay? Now 150 goes that side, it becomes negative. So 0 minus 150 equals A into 0.03. 0 minus any number is negative of that number. So I am writing 0 minus 150 is minus 150. 0 minus 150 is minus 150. And because this acceleration and time are in multiplication, now I can do cross multiplication. So it becomes minus 150 upon 0.03 is equal to A. Okay? So now you have the value of acceleration. You can simplify it further. So first of all, removing a decimal point. There are two decimal points over here. So multiplying it by 100. So on the numerator also I have to multiply it with 100, and therefore this becomes 15,000 and this becomes 3. Okay? 3, 5, 0, 0 and 0. So ultimately what we are getting is minus 5,000 is equal to A, or I can write A is equal to minus 5,000 meters per second square. Now you can see that the acceleration is negative because the bullet is stopping. Bullet is stopping. Why? Because the force is applied by the wooden block as well. That is why it is stopping slowly, and therefore this is the acceleration by which it is stopping. Okay. So now you have the acceleration. The next part comes finding the distance. In this case, you can use this one or this one as well. You have initial velocity, final velocity, acceleration and distance. Over here you have displacement times square. So instead of that, we can use this one, which is much more easier for us to understand. So final velocity v square minus u square minus initial velocity is equal to 2 into a into distance or displacement. Final velocity is 0 square, initial velocity is 150 square is equal to 2 into acceleration, that is minus 5000 into displacement. Okay, now 0 square is 0, okay, and minus 15 square 15 square is 225, so this becomes minus 225 and 2 zeros, so this becomes 22,500, because 15 square is 225 and 2 zeros, so it becomes 22,500. Cross multiplication of this, it becomes 2 into minus 5,000 into s. Now because this is multiplication, this negative sign and this negative sign can be removed. Okay, simply remove the 2 zeros. You can use the table of 5. This becomes 5 10, this becomes 5 4s, and once again this 2 becomes 5 5s. So the next step is s is equal to 45 upon 2 into 10. Solving this, it will give you 2 2s 4, once again 2 2s 4, and 1 is remaining, so 0.25 is 10, and divided by 10, so the final is s is equal to 2.25 meters. Because this is a distance, the unit is meters. The calculation, students, you will have to do them by yourself. I did it over here, but once you practice, then and then only you will understand. What I did is 0 square, I did the square of 150, that is 225, and 0 minus any number is number itself, and the square of 15 is 225, and the 2 zeros, it becomes 22,500. Cross multiplication of 2 and minus 5,000, removing the zeros, and simple cross multiplication and cutting, and the simplification gives us s is equal to 45 upon 2 into 10. Simplifying it further, it gives us 22.5 upon 10 and 1 decimal point, so the decimal point goes to the left side and it becomes 2.25 meters. So what does this mean? It means that when the bullet is traveling, it will go inside the wooden block, and inside the wooden block it will travel for 2.25 meters before coming to a stop. I hope it is clear to you, students. So the bullet will stop after going inside for 2.25 meters. So now we have found the value of acceleration, that is minus 5,000 meters per second square, and we have also found the distance, that is 2.25 meters. Okay, now the next part. The next part is also calculate the magnitude of force. So what will be the force on the wooden block? You need to calculate the force as well. So for this we don't need all of this, okay? You will see why. Because the formula for finding the force is mass into acceleration. We need to find the force, that is mass into acceleration. So simple, F is equal to m into a. Okay? F is equal to m into a. Mass of the bullet is how much? 10. Dividing it by 1000, because converting grams to kilograms. And acceleration, what will be the acceleration? It is the same, that is minus 5,000. Okay? And removing the zeros, the final you get is minus 50 newtons. I hope it is clear to you, students. Okay? You can watch the video once again, and if you have any questions, you can mention it in the comment section. Okay?